Hi, my name is Ryan O'Hara, and today we'll be discussing the marketing plan for the earwash machine. So a little bit about the overview for the presentation. We'll first discuss the background and then the problem, followed by the solution, the current competition within the market, the target market for the product, the marketing strategy, and then the competitive positioning. So first the background. So this product will address the solution to what's called a cerumen impaction. A cerumen impaction is basically a buildup of wax within the ear canal. The symptoms include ear fullness as well as decreased hearing of the ear. And a cerumen disimpaction is when a medical provider or a person removes the buildup of wax within the ear. So what's the problem? So the first problem is that these medical procedures can take a lot of time away from other patients and decrease the billing for these specialty offices, the ENT offices, emergency departments, urgent cares, family medicine offices. A typical reimbursement rate for a cerumen disimpaction is low at about a little over $30, yet very time consuming at about 20 to 30 minutes. This is typically the amount of time that it takes for a provider to see if one, if not two patients, and each patient bills for about $30 a visit, so you're losing about $60 per patient that you're not seeing. So what's the solution? So the earwash machine is the solution. So what the earwash machine is basically a headphone-like device that circular part goes around the opening of the ear, and then the attachment, the string around it, goes on the top of the what's called the auricle of the ear. And so it's adjustable, so you can adjust for the size of the patient's ear. So these are for patients, 5 and above. The color of it is you can change the color from tan, black, and white. The pressure strength, so basically the cord that's on the bottom that you see in the picture would have a tube coming in and bringing water up into the product to then shoot it out through that middle part to break up the cerumen impaction within the ear. It's adjustable, so you can do low, medium, or high pressure strength. So why is this product better than others? It's a time saver. You can walk away from this and come back and check on the patient. It's safer, so you're not putting foreign bodies into the ear like other devices in competition on the market. It's also more effective because you can adjust this pressure strength. So the current competition, so there's direct and indirect competition. The direct competition is the elephant and rhino ear washes, which you can see a picture of in the middle at the blue. It's a squirt bottle that basically the tip, the foreign body goes within the ear itself. You squirt and you do a cerumen disimpaction. The rhino is basically the same thing except for it's a shorter, more stiff tubing. The indirect competition is the Debrox, which is a wax softening drop that you put in the ear and it naturally comes out, or a saline flush is think of it as just water that you're putting within the ear to break up the wax. The indirect competition, they're very cheap and not very effective, very safe for the patients, whereas the direct competition is relatively inexpensive, but a lot of things can go wrong. You're putting a foreign body into the ear, can cause an eardrum rupture with that, or the pressure strength that's not controlled. So the target market for the elephant ear wash is typically for those patients at home as well as throughout the United States. The specific one from the ear wash machine is that it fits almost all patients' demographics. It can fit in almost anyone and everyone, anyone above the age of 5. The size of the market, over the 6,000 hospitals, 9,000 urgent cares, over 12,000 ENT offices, and over 200,000 primary care clinics. So there's a lot of business to be made here. And the growth rate, the population is going to go from approximated 56 to 98 billion people by 2060, and these people are going to need this procedure done to them. So the need is only going to grow. So the marketing strategy, the value proposition, goes for any provider, specifically those that we talked about who want to perform a cerumen disimpaction that's safe, fast, convenient. It's safer for the patients because you can adjust for that pressure and there's no foreign bodies into it. And it's available beginning in the summer of this year. And how do we move past the awareness stage that it's currently at? We attend medical conferences. We allow the customers to try it out at these conferences by word of mouth of medical providers. We advertise in medical journals, social media, and the internet. The competitive positioning for this, so as you see here, the elephant and rhino ear washes are relatively safe and relatively efficient, whereas the Debrox and saline are pretty safe but not very efficient. There's this huge gap that's opening that's instructed by the dotted lines, and that's where this need will fit. So there's definitely a need here for the ear wash machine. And here are my references. Thank you.